Now that you've created a collection, how do you add an artifact to that collection? Before starting this next part of the lecture, you should pause the video and access Galileo before we continue. We will be able to talk through an example together to show how easy it is to use it. I assume that you now have Galileo up and running on your desktop. So let me repeat the searches we did before using Mark Borzi as key terms. We start by creating a collection. For the purposes of this lecture, I am going to create a collection entitled Borzi Research. Make sure that you leave Zotero open on your desktop, and then you can minimize it. So you can see the steps here I've got outlined. First is to log into Galileo, which you learned in a previous module. Open Zotero as a standalone or a website. Navigate to the desired collection to create a new one, and then conduct your search in Galileo. So I've conducted my search and I did the Mark G. Borzi search, and you can see that I've got an example of an entry or a result from that search: communication apprehension among high school dropouts. And so there'd be a number of other entries, but in this case I'm going to click on this entry, click on the title, and here's the abstract that pops up at that point. And then what you would do is select export on the right hand side toward the bottom, and when you click on export, the window will open as the export manager. And in the export manager, you want to make sure that the top item is selected. It says direct export in RIS format, and you notice in parentheses there's a long list of programs, and at the far right you can see Zotero is one of those that are listed. When I click save, I'll have the Zero connector window open. And generally speaking, I click always, so I don't have to see this window every time, and then I click OK. And when you do that, the following will have happened. You can see that there's the library. Under the library is the collection Borzi Research that I created earlier. Here's the article that I just downloaded into the collection. And then here's all the information about the article as part of the details and notes. You can almost talk about it as meta tags. And that's how easy it is to load an artifact.